What's up, my centric unit? It's the Central Man here, so back again with another classic WWE pay-per-view review. The last 1999 WWF pay-per-view review I did is Over the Edge 1999, the same pay-per-view that Owen Hart passed away. So in this installment, I'm going to review WWF Fully Loaded 1999 at the Marine Midlands Arena. Right now it's called the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York, on the 25th of July, 1999. The attendance for the show was 16,605, and the buy rate for Fully Loaded 99 is a 360,000 pay-per-view buys. JR and the King on commentary. The package for Fully Loaded of 1999 is building up the First Blood match between Steve Austin and The Undertaker. Anyway, so the first match to kick off Fully Loaded of 1999, we got the Intercontinental title match between Edge versus Jeff Jarrett. I should have said it on my Over the Edge 1999 review. I'm going to say it right now. So, the original, but if Owen did not die, there was one storyline was originally planned, having, I think it had Jarrett to win the IC title. It's basically like, a feud between Jarrett and Owen for the IC title. Also, they were planning to do a love triangle storyline between Jarrett and Owen and Deborah, because Deborah was in Jeff Jarrett's corner at the time, and also in this match, and she was looking stunning on this show. She was wearing this type of green bikini because it's near the summertime, and it's really the last pay-per-view before SummerSlam of that year. Anyway, so yeah, they were planning to do a love triangle storyline between Owen and Jarrett and Deborah, but Owen kind of declined the whole idea because doing that storyline is basically totally against his marriage with Martha. So I think that was canned. Anyway, so basically the go home show to Raw. Basically, you had, because Edge and Christian kind of broke away from Gangrel, the Brood was no more. Basically, like, Gangrel was going to, personally giving Edge the bloodbath, but instead, Jarrett got the bloodbath, and he was covered in blood. And also, I think, Jeff Jarrett, fought Christian, I think it was in a steel cage match, weeks before the show, for the IC title. And also, Edge defeated Jeff Jarrett on a house show the night before the show in Toronto. So, yeah. By the way, this was a good opener, good opener between Edge and Jeff Jarrett. It's back and forth. Jarrett kind of was working on the leg of Edge, and the shoulder, and then you got Gangrel showing up. The red, the house lighting turned red. And then, you fought like Gangrel's beating down Edge, but instead, it was the opposite, and also there was pile of blood spilling on the floor. I'm guessing like Gangrel was supposed to beat down Edge and give Edge the blood, but instead, it'd be really funny if, Deborah was covered in blood. That'd be funny to see, how funny it'll be, how the reaction that Deborah will get, got drenched in blood. Typical Gangrel bloodbath. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. Deborah distract Edge, and Jeff Jarrett got the upper hand, hit Edge with the stroke to win this match and regain the IC title belt. And then afterwards, Steve Austin came out, gave Jeff Jarrett the Stone Cold Stunner, and also rumors that in real life that Jeff Jarrett completely hates Steve Austin. There's many rumors and stories over the years because Steve Austin worked with Jeff Jarrett's dad, Jerry Jarrett, in a territory in Memphis. And I think also rumors that Austin, when Austin did the 316 promo at King of the Ring of '96, Jarrett said that Austin was blaspheming from the Bible. Anyway, so move on to the next match. The next match, we've got the WWF Tag Team Title match between the Hardys and the AP, not I almost say the APA, but the Acolytes. They're not really the APA yet. And this is not really a normal tag team match. This is an Acolytes rules match, and also this is a handicap match. It's the Hardys and Michael Hayes taking on the Acolytes. The Acolytes are Bradshaw and Farouk. Weeks before the show, the Hardys defeated the Acolytes for the tag team titles. So, yeah, this match was an okay match. It wasn't really bad, but it wasn't like a really good match. It wasn't like fantastic, nothing special. It was a standard tag team match. It was what it is. For Michael Hayes, this is his first match in the WWF, because everyone else, like Michael P.S. Hayes, he wrestled in, he was part of a faction known as the Fabulous Freebirds. He wrestled in, was it WCCW, WCW, UWF, and he's never really wrestled in the World Wrestling Federation. I heard there's rumors, like the stories that Michael Hayes kind of like retired 7 years earlier. He debuted in the WWF as Doc Hendricks. At this time, yeah, he was kind of like managing the Hardys. In this match, he was alright. He had some moments in the ring. He was okay. Like the Acolytes hit Michael Hayes with the steel steps. The Hardys, I think like they were going for the poetry or emotion on Bradshaw, but Bradshaw hit Jeff Hardy with the clothesline from hell. In the end, the Acolytes hit the a double power bomb on Michael Hayes to win this match. Because Michael Hayes was going for hitting one of the Acolytes with with a cane. Anyway, so it was an okay tag team match for what it is. It wasn't bad, but wasn't good at the same time. It was kind of like a thumbs up the middle match. Okay, and then we got the European title match between Mideon versus D'Lo Brown. Here's the story. At WrestleMania 15, after Shane defeated X-Pac for the European title, Shane completely retired the European title, and then months later, Shane really awarded Mideon the European title because Mideon found the belt in Shane's travel bag. Gotta be one of the worst title changes in pro wrestling history. Yeah, this match between Mideon and D'Lo Brown, this was not a good match. It was boring. It was just a boring match. I think it was about 10 minutes. The boring 10 minutes I ever saw. Anyway, so in the end, D'Lo Brown got the victory, hit a frog splash onto Mideon to win this match, and become the new European champion. 3 title changes. 3 title changes on this show. Okay, and then we got the hardcore title match between Al Snow versus the Big Boss Man. The storyline is that, Boss Man beating down Al Snow, and you got Albert. This is before Albert was in, TNA, Tess and Albert, with Trish Stratus as the manager. Albert kind of plays like a spike on head, and basically Al Snow was kind of freaking out in the backstage promo or backstage interview before the match. He was so psychotic, he was losing his grip. Yeah, in this match, you basically Boss Man grabbing head and whacking head, and you got Al Snow says, "Shout it, do it, put me out of my misery," and keep hitting head. He's losing his shit, losing his rag. Yeah, this was a fun hardcore match, man. Very fun. Fighting in the car park. Yeah, fighting backstage. Al Snow throwing coffee on the Big Boss Man. Yeah, and you got like basically Boss Man trying to run over Al Snow with a golf cart. Different type of cart. It's not really a golf cart. I don't know what it is. It was a little small buggy. Anyway, they were fighting on the streets. And basically Boss Man taped Al Snow on a gate, hit him with a nightstick, pinned him, and Big Boss Man won the hardcore title. So 4 championships in a row. It changed. You had Jarrett won the IC title from Edge. The Acolytes defeated the Hardys for the tag team belts, and also D'Lo Brown defeated Mideon for the European title, and now Boss Man defeated Al Snow for the hardcore belt. What they did is basically, instead of pinning Al Snow on the floor, he basically pinned him on the gate. And this was setting up the Big Boss Man kidnapping Al Snow's dog Pepper, killing Pepper, and also, setting up the Kettle from Hell match from Unforgiven later that year. Okay, and then we got Big Show versus Kane. Yeah, the storyline is that it was a brief return between Undertaker and Kane, the Brothers of Destruction, and then on the go home show to Raw, Undertaker attacked Kane's tag team partner X Pac. So this was setting up this match, Big Show and Kane. No disrespect. This was a boring match, to be honest. Not a good match. They're good workers. Paul White and Glenn Jacobs, but I'd rather see them as a tag team instead of face each other. Like I see a lot of Kane and Big Show matches throughout the years, but they're never that good. You got Hardcore Holly in this match as the special guest referee. He attacked Kane, Big Show. I think Big Show hit Kane with a chokeslam. Hardcore Holly did like a free count to win, and then afterwards you got X Pac, beating down Hardcore Holly. And then you got Undertaker and Kane beating, not Undertaker and Kane, Undertaker and Big Show beating down X-Pac and Kane. I think this was the start of the Unholy Alliance. It's basically a tag team between Taker and Big Show. Okay, and then we got the Iron Circle match. Ken Shamrock versus Steve Blackman. Yeah, this storyline is basically like Blackman injuring Ken Shamrock's ribs, hitting with like objects like, with the kendo stick and the nunchucks. I feel like one pay-per-view match at King of the Ring, Blackman cost Shamrock a match at King of the Ring '99 to set up this match. The Iron Circle match is basically a it's basically a call-up brawl. The last call-up brawl I saw was Adam Cole versus Velveteen Dream at Takeover in Your House. Because that match was entertaining. It was still not a good match for me, but it was way better than this match. For me it was a boring match, to be honest. They're putting Shamrock in these gimmick matches. At the last Fully Loaded pay-per-view in 1980, he fought Owen Hart in a dungeon match. He basically fought in the Hart family dungeon in these lion den matches, basically put him in gimmick matches that never work. Yeah, and this match was boring, to be honest. In the end, Shamrock kind of choked out Blackman with a chain, and they had a lion den match at SummerSlam, the following month's pay-per-view. Okay, and then we got a tag team match. We got Mr. Ass, former Billy Gunn and Chyna taking on Road Dogg and X-Pac. And, Billy Gunn won the 1999 King of the Ring title. Not title, but he won King of the Ring of 1999. Instead of competing for a major world championship or a mid-card belt, nope, he's fighting for the rights of the DX trademark. And, this match was good, but the storyline makes no sense because Chyna and Mr. Ass, they broke away from DX. And they fight. Billy Gunn and Chyna fighting for money. Road Dogg and X-Pac fighting for honor. So it was a good match. A little bit boring in my opinion. In the end, basically Chyna caused Billy Gunn the match. Basically pulled X-Pac out of the way, out of the ring. I think it was going like a splash or a clothesline, but instead Road Dogg hit the pop handle slam onto Billy Gunn to win this match, and kept the DX trademark name. And it's kind of stupid and pointless at this point because, like I said, Chyna and Billy Gunn broke away from DX, and then also 1 year later, was it Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, X-Pac? Instead of Chyna, they were in DX as the heel version of DX in 2000 under the McMahon and Helmsley era. It was it was fucking pointless. So it was still a good match. So. Okay, and then we got The Rock versus Triple H in a fully loaded strap match. The heat before the show, there was a segment with Jim Ross interviewing Triple H, and Triple H bringing up the curtain call and politics, holding back in those 5 years. And I think it's the first time that Triple H referring himself as the Game. He says, "I'm the fucking Game, GR." By the way, Triple H cost The Rock the WWF title at King of the Ring, the previous month's pay-per-view, to set up this match at Fully Loaded. Strap matches, this strap match was good, but I'm not a big fan of strap matches. They keep doing the whole, every time they do the strap matches or chain matches or rope matches, you have to touch all four corners. If an opponent like clothesline you or do a move on you, you got to restart again. I hate that, but in this strap match it was good. You have to win by pinfall submission because Rock and Triple H, they got good chemistry. This was entertaining. They're fighting near the crowd. It's like one moment of the match. Basically, The Rock grabbed the fan's camera, took a picture of Triple H while it's still on the ground. That was typical Rock esque thing. Anyway, so the rope played a massive part in this match. Basically, Triple H and Rock whipping each other with the whip. I feel like one moment of the match, basically Triple H choked The Rock with the rope. Rope strap, same thing. Yeah, this was like kind of overbooked a little bit, with interference with, you got China showing up, trying to interfere, and then you got Billy Gunn, just showing up, attacked The Rock with a mini baseball bat. It was like a small, I think, yeah, it was a small foreign object. The Rock, hit Billy Gunn with I think it was a rock bottom. And then Triple H hit The Rock with the pedigree to win this match. And by the way, this match is for the #1 contender for the WWF Championship. Triple H won this match, and he's the #1 contender. And also, this was setting up Rock and Mr. Ass at SummerSlam, the following month's pay-per-view. So anyway, it was kind of overbooked. Typical attitude matches. You see matches, typical, because at the time Vince Russo was still the booker of WWF, you see, because he always does, the, overbooked outside interference. It's still a good match, I think it's one of the better matches on the show. Okay, and then we got the first blood match between Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Undertaker. Here's the story. Taker defeated Austin at Over the Edge to win the WWF title. Then basically did the whole higher power storyline. Vince reveal has as the higher power. You had JR's reaction and go, "Oh, son of a bitch." They had the ladder match for the control of the WWF at King of the Ring '99 between Steve Austin and the McMahons. Vince and Shane. Austin, months before the show, really weeks before the show, Austin won the belt from the Undertaker to set up the first blood match. Basically, one moment of Raw, I Taker beating down Austin, grabbed the pen, cover the pen with blood, and basically Vince kind of signed the contract with Austin's own blood. And by the way, if Steve Austin lose this match, he will never get a shot of the WWF title ever again. If Austin wins this match, Vince McMahon will be gone from the WWF. And by the way, Vince was on crutches because in storyline, the Heat, before Over the Edge 99, Mideon attacked Vince's ankle. It was a kayfabe injury because Taker legitimately broke Vince's ankle the previous year. Really used the steel steps and smashed Vince's ankle. Anyway, so yeah, this was a good match. Before that, the Heat before Fully Loaded, Taker really beat down Austin to make Austin bleed. And then early on in the show, Austin beat down Taker and made Taker bleed. And also, Taker beating down Terry Taylor in the process. And this was a fucking good match. Yeah, similar to the previous match between Rock and Triple H. It was way overbooked, man. Anyway, so I think this was basically match of the night, in my opinion, by a landslide. Yeah, fighting in the crowd. I heard rumors like Austin was working injured because he was not wrestling. At this point, he was not wrestling at this point. He was still on TV, but not wrestling that much. You could tell, there was months before, he was written off due to injury. Anyway, fighting in the crowd, Vince was on commentary. I like first blood matches. Every time they used a foreign object to make, they do the referee check if the opponents bleed. They use the still, I think a still steps attempt, still chair attempt, the still chair to the face or the head, no one didn't bleed. It's very pointless why Austin attacked Undertaker's leg. I don't understand why, because it's just a first blood match. I don't understand. Anyway, there was outside interference by Shane, and you know, Austin attacked Vince, and then you got X-Pac came out of nowhere, hit Undertaker. Austin used the video camera onto Taker. Taker bled, and then Undertaker was about to hit Austin with the Tombstone Power Referee Earl Hebner saw Undertaker bleeding, and Austin won this match, and Vince is gone from the company. And then after that, you know, you're Austin Stone Cold stunned Vince, and then you get Triple H beating down Austin, and then Rock came in to the rescue, beat down Triple H. I heard rumors they were planning to do a triple threat match for the title between Austin, Rock, and Triple H. Unfortunately, they missed the boot. They missed the boat of that because The Rock fought Billy Gunn at SummerSlam in 1999. You know that was a bad decision. You know, that's another classic WWE pay-per-view review for another time. Yeah, they would start fighting. Austin was bleeding heavily after the assault by Triple H, and then Vince was crying, and then you have and then you got Austin and Vince kind of shake hands, and Austin give Vince one more Stone Cold Stunner to end the show, and this is basically end. Yeah, this was basically dubbed as the end of an era. It was really the end of an era. This was basically the end of the McMahon and Austin feud because it started in '97. You know, when Austin Stone Cold stunned Vince, it kind of dragged it. It kind of brought in 1998 when Austin was the guy. Vince don't like Austin because represented as the champion. Yeah, and they're fighting in 1999. So yeah, they kind of like Vince took some time off, Austin, and then Austin took some time off in the end of 1999 to get neck surgery. They kind of team up, allied, when Austin turned heel at WrestleMania 17 in 2001. They kind of fight again, only a little bit, but it was not the same level as 1998 and early 99. So anyway, so my final rating for Fully Loaded 1999, I give it a 7 out of 10. This was a fun show. It was a good show from top to bottom. The opener was good, and the main event was good. And also, Rock and Triple H was fun. And, I put, X-Pac and Road Dogg versus Mr. Ass in China. That was a good match as well. Besides that, there was not a lot of crap. You got Mideon and D'Lo Brown for the European title. That was boring. Same as Big Show and Kane. That was not a good match as well. Including the Iron Circle match. That was not a good match as well. The tag team title match was okay. It was okay. It was like thumbs in the middle match. Yeah, the hardcore title, that was fun. So if you want to play a part, watch classic WWE pay-per-view if you want me to review in the future, whether it's good, bad, or thumbs in the middle. So then I'm gonna leave you with a poll. I'll place a poll for what's the next classic WWE pay-per-view review I'm going to review in the near future. So your choices are Vengeance 2005, Vengeance 2006, Invasion 2001, Payback 2013, and The Bash of 2009. So this is Essential Man officially signing out. Check you later.